Hi everybody. Today we are talking about the idea of, oh my gosh, I could be doing 10 other things. I want to talk about the reasons to choose self-care versus doing more if you are a caregiver. Now, if you're a caregiver, you could be in a variety of situations. You might be a young adult caring for children who are also caring for parents or grandparents or another family member. Now, if you're in this situation, think about this. When you have children or you're pregnant, you know that this baby is coming in 9 months, 8 months, 6 months, 5 months, 4 months, 3, 2, 1. And you're planning. So you're almost taking a year worth of planning for this baby to come. And then the baby comes and then you have more unexpected events, but at least you had a plan for the baby. When you become a caregiver for a parent or a grandparent, those situations more than likely are unplanned. And they're unplanned because your parents or your grandparents didn't make a plan for needing care, didn't talk to you about would you be that caregiver, didn't set up options for them to get care in many cases. Now, there are some parents who are an exception, but generally, older parents who need care, no plans, unexpected, all falls on the children because you want to be helpful. Now, the thing to look at is, as a caregiver, you have so many things to do. So you're rushing around working, taking care of kids, doing other things. You don't have time to take care of yourself. But the thing is, you want to look at who is the priority here. Is the priority you and your children and your husband and your career on one side, or is the priority over here on the other side, you and your parents versus everything else on the other side? Many times caregiving situations become so lopsided that is exactly what happens. So how do you pull back? How do you say, oh, this is not working, I need a better plan, I need time to myself? So self-care is like a bank account. When you look at the activities that you are doing every day, you're actually setting an example for your children and for other people in your family about what's acceptable. So if you're doing everything and you have brothers and sisters, they see you doing everything and they think, oh my gosh, my sister, she's amazing. My brother, he's amazing. They can handle all of this. I don't need to do a thing. You're doing this through your actions. And most of all, you're probably not asking for any help. Or if you are, no one is offering to help or stepping up to help because they're also too busy. So self-care can make your life very unbalanced to the point where you're stressed, you're not sleeping, you're gaining weight, you're losing weight, your health is bad, and you feel bad. So if you look at self-care as a bank account, things that you do for yourself every day are preventing you from becoming more stressed, more sick, and from eventually being that caregiver. So every day that you go exercise, I wish I could put a value on it, but you're saving yourself $50 or $100 or $500 in healthcare costs when you are older. You're saving yourself the diagnosis of a chronic disease. So for example, heart disease. If somebody has a diagnosis of heart disease, the likelihood of being diagnosed with a second chronic disease within 3 to 5 years is high, and this is according to physicians and research. So if you have heart disease, your heart relates to your lungs, it relates to your circulatory system, relates to your kidneys, a lot of other body parts. It's like this house of cards. One card falls and then everything else falls behind it. And you see this with your elderly parents. So the goal is to recognize what's happening in your family and to set boundaries and create a plan and say, Mom and Dad, I love you. This is what I can do for you. This is what we have to hire out help for. Caregiver said to me the other day, my parents said, oh my gosh, assisted living will take all your money. And I said, well, it depends on how you value your money and your life and your time. Assisted living does have an expense. But if you have the money to pay, is that worth it to get better care for your parents, better quality of life, to have all of the services that they need available in one place, and to have it affect less of your life? If you are that 24/7 caregiver, you're giving up everything. You're putting your health at risk, career, money, your children, your family. Truly, is it better to do that, or is it better to pay someone else to care for your parents so that they can get the care? Because if you are that burned out caregiver, are you really doing a good job? And what are you doing to the rest of your life? So on the topic of I could be doing 10 other things versus self-care for myself, give self-care consideration. Make it a priority, because until you value what self-care offers to you and your family and your life, you'll never make the time to do it. Try it today with just 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, do something for yourself today. And then tomorrow, 20 minutes. And the next day, 30 minutes. And make it a daily habit. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. Please share all of these videos with caregivers, with family members, with people that you know who are looking for hope, help, and support. I'll see you again soon in another video.